Stop being a coward. Lyric POV. Drink this. I look up and see Kane holding a bottle of water. I take the bottle and open it. 5 minutes later Zayden comes back. Where did you go? He looks at Kane and smiles. The bathroom. Why are you here? I wipe my tears and clear my throat. You're getting tattooed today. Zayden raises his eyebrow. Do either one of you even have the tattoo? Cade and Kane both take off their shirts. Cade's tattoo is on his chest and also on his arm. Kane has his tattoo on his shoulder blade. We look at Neil and he shakes his head. I'm here under different circumstances. Cade looks at me, like what you see? I look away from him. I don't want to cover my scar on my chest. So just put it on my left pec. Cade bends down in front of Kovu and rubs his head. Kane looks at me. We're not going to give one just yet, because none of our women have one. Only Cade's woman has the tattoo. A man walks in with a bag and Zayden sits down beside me. What's the point in me getting one? He's going to kill me anyway. Kane shakes his head. No, he's not. 1, because we made a deal with him, and 2, if he really wanted to kill you he would have been done it already. I look at Zayden and he laughs. Why would I kill you after coming so far? I did say you're going to be just like me. I look away from him and look at Neil. He raises his eyebrow at me. What? I shake my head. Can we see your stomach? Neil asks me as he sits down. I stand up and open my robe. Neil and Kane quickly look away and Cade stares at the scar. What the hell? Zayden laughs. She wears nothing but a robe. It makes it easier for me to fuck her whenever I want. Neil walks out of the kitchen while mumbling some curse words under his breath. He comes back with a towel and hands it to me. Wrap this around your lower body and tie your robe back up and just show us your stomach. I do as he says and Zayden is just laughing at us. What's so funny about all of this? Neil glares at Zayden. You and Kane reacted like some virgins. I show them my scar again and Kane lets out a soft sigh. At least the scar is not covering your whole stomach. I touch my scar and Neil laughs. No need to be self-conscious. My girl has a scar all the way down her back and she's still beautiful to me no matter what. He pulls out his phone and shows me a picture of a woman's back. She loves her scar. Zayden clears his throat. Do you want me to kiss your scar, bunny? I ignore him and close my robe back up and take the towel off of me. Bunny's next bully is in Oklahoma. Kane and Cade both look at Zayden. You go anywhere near Alizia and I'll kill you without any hesitation. Zayden laughs and looks at Cade. Jasmine is also there. Cade walks up to Zayden. Give Jasmine a visit for me. Zayden raises his eyebrow. No threat. You want me to visit her? I look at Cade and he crosses his arms. Yeah, give your bunny a new friend. Have her become friends with Jasmine. The man starts on the tattoo and Zayden doesn't even react. Why should Bunny have any friends? Me and Nancy are enough. Cade looks at me. Jasmine Mills is her name. Don't tell her about me when you see her. I slowly nod my head. Why can't she know about you? Are you supposed to be dead or something? Cade looks at Zayden and smirks. We're playing long-term hide and seek. Confusion crosses my face. Don't even question it. Neil says to me as he walks to the refrigerator. Cade looks at me and I shift in my seat uncomfortably. You're making Bunny nervous by staring at her too much. Zayden says as he looks at Cade with a teasing smile. Jasmine and Alizia aren't even going to be in Oklahoma. They're going to be visiting Haven when we get there. Neil chokes on his water. How the hell do you know that? I keep my eyes on Zayden. I bugged your place. I have to make sure I can trust you. So far I can trust you all with no problem. Neil looks at Kane. Get the men to get rid of them. Kane pulls out his phone. I'm already doing it. Zayden laughs. No need to worry. I'm not going to go after your women. I rather go after Bunny's bullies. We have 2 more to go. Cade looks at me. I didn't mean to kill her. I just pushed her and she just fell. It's over and done with. The woman's dead, no need to keep thinking about it. Cade says as he pulls out his phone. Kovu walks up to me and rests his head on my lap. Kovu really has taken a liking to Bunny. I look at Zayden and he is smiling at me. I look away from him and he laughs. Don't you feel guilty for making Nancy cry? I look at Kovu, she's emotionless, right? She'll get over it. He shakes his head and laughs. Ah, Bunny's upset. It's okay. Zayden looks at Neil, who is going through the refrigerator. For someone who doesn't give two shits about me, you are really fine with going through my refrigerator. Neil glares at Zayden. I can do this because you bugged our place. He pulls out a bag of grapes and leans against the countertop. Does any one of you want to come with me and Bunny? Kane points at Neil, who is eating. Neil will be going along with you. Neil chokes on the grapes and Zayden smiles at Neil. What? Hell no. Why me? The tattoo artist finishes up and walks out. I look out the window and see that he gets in a car and drive off. We get to work together a lot sooner than I thought. Zayden laughs and he walks up to me. I look up at him and he pulls me out of my chair. He sits down and then pulls me in his lap. My dick is hard and I don't want any of the men in here to see it. Why the fuck do I have to go? Why not Cade? Or why not yourself? I flinch from Neil's loud voice. Cade can't go because there is a chance he might run into Jasmine. I can't go because it is my turn to get tested on by the doctors. We have to make sure that poison is not in me. Neil shakes his head. I don't give a damn. I will not work with some psycho. Zayden looks at Neil. Thank you. Neil looks at him as if he just grew an extra head. You really just took my insult as a compliment. Will I ever be around normal people? Even my team is full of abnormal people. I'm not going. Cade, stop being a punk ass and go. What the hell is keeping you from seeing Jasmine? You're acting like a coward. Just go and say. Bang? I scream and cover my ears. Zayden laughs and taps my thigh. Cade just shot at Neil. I slowly look up and see Cade with a gun in his hand. I look over at Neil and see him standing in his same spot with a blank expression. You doing that doesn't change anything. I don't want anything to do with this guy, but yet I have to be the one to work with him. I have to work with him because you're being an asshole to Jasmine and still hiding from her. Cade starts to walk towards Neil and Kane stands in front of Cade. Go wait outside. All I see is anger in Cade's eyes. I'll go with Zayden instead of Neil. You should be honored. Lyric POV. Cade, no you're not. Neil is going, you're only saying that because you're pissed. Cade walks around Kane. I'll go with Psycho and you can stay with Kane. Zayden claps my hands. The first person I see angry is Cade. Although I know that he has another level of his anger. That level being if someone messes with Jasmine. Cade looks at me. Let me know the night before you leave. I'm riding with you too. He walks out after that and we all look at Neil. Really, Neil? Did you really have to provoke him? Kane runs his fingers through his hair and Neil scoffs. You know he needs to go see Jasmine. Why do you baby him so much? He's not that much younger than us, but yet you let him do whatever he wants. Zayden clears his throat. Since I'm the youngest, it's my turn to get babied by Kane. They ignore Zayden. Cade doesn't know how to express his feelings. The only emotion he knows how to express is anger. Neil rolls his eyes. Well, he needs to grow up. There's no need for him to be hiding from Jasmine for so long. It would be a lot easier to protect her if she is by his side. Kane shakes his head. You're going with Zayden. You owe me a favor and this is the favor I want you to do. Cade will stay with me. Neil rolls his eyes and looks at Zayden. There is no way in hell that Kane will ever even think about babying you. Why won't he just go see her? Kane lets out a long sigh. Cade doesn't know how to express his feelings. Him being with Jasmine and feeling something towards her is a new feeling for him. We just have to give him time to get used to it. Neil crosses his arms. Well, I do know one thing. It's going to be hard for you to talk him out of going. Kane shakes his head and laughs. I'm not doing that, you are. I'm going to stay here and get to know Zayden and Lyric more. He motions for Neil to go outside. You want me to do that now? Shouldn't I be the one to get to know Psycho and his little bunny? Kane shakes his head and Neil groans, fine. I started this and I should fix this. Neil POV. I walk outside and see Cade leaning against the car with a cigarette in his mouth. I clear my throat and he looks at me. I'm going to go with Psycho. You're going to stay here with Kane. He ignores me and I sigh. Cade, I'm not going to suck up to you. I'm sorry for what I said. I just really don't want to go with that man. I don't know what he's capable of. Cade looks at me and then blow out some smoke. You're right. I look at him with wide eyes and then look around. Excuse me, I'm what? He rolls his eyes and then sighs. I said you're right. He looks away from me and takes a drag from his cigarette. It would be safer for Jasmine to be by my side, but I have people coming after me and I don't want them to know anything about Jasmine if they ever catch us out in public together. I tilt my head to the side. Are you scared? He looks at me and then slowly nods his head. What happens if she ends up dead because of me? What am I going to tell her dad? She died because of me. She got killed because of me. This is Cade's first time ever opening up to me. Cade, look at me and Kane. We have our women and kids, but we know they're safe because they're with us. Jasmine will be protected by not just only you, but me and Kane. We protect each other no matter what. Jasmine will be safe and happy as long as she is with you. He looks at me and then slowly nods his head. All of a sudden Kane and Zayden come out. Did you calm him down? I look at Cade and then back at Kane. Yeah, but I think it's best if he goes. Kane looks at Cade. Are you calm? Cade nods his head and sighs. Yes, and I want to go with Psycho. Zayden clears his throat. Is that my new name around here? We ignore Zayden and Kane sighs. If Cade wants to go then you can go. Neil can stay behind with me then. I look at Zayden and he smiles at me. We're leaving in the next 3 days. I have to at least go kill someone real quick. I haven't killed anyone in 2 weeks. Kane looks at him. 2 weeks? Really? Zayden nods his head. Yeah. If you're talking about the man I shot the first night Bunny was on bed rest, that doesn't count because he was already dying from lung cancer. His wife just wanted me to bring his death day closer. I roll my eyes. You really are crazy. I can't wait to see you and Kane work together. Kane looks at me and then at Zayden. I can't wait either. We get in the car and drive off. Cade, are you sure you want to go with him? Kane asks Cade. Cade nods his head. Yeah, plus I want to see how Zayden works. When he kills whoever we will go to Jasmine and the girls. We'll bring Jasmine back with us. Kane lets out a long sigh. Make sure you tell Jasmine everything about Zayden and Lyric. Actually, no, Zayden will go home in a separate car from you. Don't even ride back with him. I don't want to risk any chances with Jasmine in the car knowing how she is. I start laughing and Cade rolls his eyes. I can't even argue with you on that. Zayden POV. As soon as Kane and them leave I get in the car and head to some strip club 2 hours away. I look at Bunny and she is staring out the window. Why do you look so sad? Do you feel bad because you made Nancy feel bad? I touch her face and she hits my hand away. No need to be so mean to me. You're going to break real soon and I can't wait. She finally looks at me. Why are you so focused on turning me into someone like you? I will never be anything like you. I start laughing and she hugs herself. I can't tell you just yet. You'll see. Nancy will be coming with us when we go after your 4th and last bully. She raises her eyebrow. Why? Because I want her to. She looks back out the window. You're going to kill her, aren't you? I start laughing. Why would I kill her? I like Nancy and she's going to stay with me. She looks at me with a disgusted look. Did you do her like you're doing me? Did you fuck her? Did you fuck her while you had someone else's blood on you? Did you have her walk around in nothing but a robe on to make it easier for you to fuck her? Did you kill people in front of her? I pull the car over and she screams. I grab her face and bring it closer to mine. Is that jealousy I hear in your voice? She tilts her head. No, that's disgust you hear. I groan and pull her in my lap, and that's making me hard. No need for you to be jealous of Nancy. Nancy is too boring to get my dick hard. She tries to get off of me, but I hold her down in my lap. As of right now you're the only one who can make my dick hard by just looking at me. I've never had a woman do something like that to me. You should be honored. She scoffs. I'm nowhere near honored. I'm disgusted. I let out a low groan and pull her face towards mine. I crash my lips to hers and she lets out a gasp. I lick her bottom lip and move her against my hard-on. She lets out a soft moan and I pull away. You're actually starting to enjoy me fucking you. I feel pain when we fuck. The more pain I feel the better. I hum in response and then I move her off of me. Looks like from now on I will be fucking you slow and steady. You will start begging me for more so you can feel pleasure. She looks at me with wide eyes and I get back on the road. Once we get to the strip club, Bunny stops me and points at my dick. You're going to go in there with that? I smile at her. All I have to think about is one of my victims I had to kill. One of my victims was this woman and sex with her was so bad that my dick kept getting soft. It was so horrible. I feel my dick go down and I point at it. See? No problem at all. We walk in and all eyes lands on me. I look around for my next target when all of a sudden a man walks up to Bunny. I want you to give me a private dance. Bunny pushes him away. I don't work here. The man laughs and squeezes Bunny's ass. There's no way you don't work here. Look at what you have on. I look at the man and pull out my phone. Have you seen this person? Where is he? He looks at my phone. Yeah, he's over there in the VIP section. He says as he points towards the back. I put my phone back in my pocket. She belongs to him. He quickly lets Bunny go and then walks off. I'm sorry, I didn't know. I laugh as I walk towards my target. I grab Bunny by the wrist and pull her closer towards me. I stand in front of my target with Bunny back to my front, get rid of that stripper and have someone whose body is more real and natural. I say to the man as I open Bunny's robe. He looks at Bunny up and down and then pushes the stripper off of him. Get out. The stripper mouth drops and she glares at Bunny. I look at the stripper and laugh. You're just not good enough for him. Go find some other old man. She gives me the finger and I laugh. The man stands up and holds his hand out for Bunny. Come sit with me, baby girl. Bunny walks over to him and sit down. I raise my head at how she's doing all of this without even crying or trying to fight back. Bunny straddles him and slowly starts grinding on him. He holds Bunny by the waist as she leans all the way back to the point she is looking at me. She runs her hands up and down her body as she watches me. She lifts herself back up and puts her face in the man's neck. I feel my dick get hard and I straighten my pants up. Who are you anyway? The man asks me as Bunny turns around on his lap and opens her legs towards me. I own a strip club a couple of miles away. I bring my dancers over to promote my club. You should come by. As you can see, my dancers are the best. I say as I point at Bunny. He laughs. What's her name? I smile at him. Bunny. Special kill failed. Zayden POV. I keep my composure as I watch Bunny dance on my target. I actually would like to come by. What's your name? I smile at him. My name is a secret. I don't tell people my name, so there's no need for you to tell me your name. He nods his head. Okay, let's go. I'll meet you outside. Bunny stands up and we walk out. I grab Bunny by the arm. What the hell was that? She snatches her arm from me. To make this killing of yours go by faster. I hum in response. You do realize you're helping me kill this man, right? She ignores my question and gets in the car. I lean against my car and wait for the man to come outside. 5 minutes later he comes out and I raise my eyebrow. Your friend's not coming. He shakes his head. Those are just people who are at the club all the time just like me. Are we taking one car or do you want me to follow you? I open the backseat door. We can take one car. I have to come back here and talk to the manager about some business. He nods his head and smiles at me. Okay then. I get in the car and I find a spot I want to kill him at. 30 minutes later we are at a rundown warehouse. The inside looks a lot better than the outside. We get out of the car and head inside. I pull out my phone and send Cade my location. Where the hell are we? This ain't no club. I laugh as I pull out my gun and shoot him in the foot. He falls to the floor with a scream. Ah! Who the hell are you? I bend down in front of him and open his shirt. I'm not that stupid enough to not realize that you have a wire on you. I know what kind of man you are. All you do is walk around with a wire on you just in case you run into someone with money. You try to get information from people so you and your little group you were with at the club can steal money. I snatch the wire off of him and step on it. Crazy thing is that you don't have a tracker on this thing, so your group can't even find you. You're going to be dead along with them. He spits in my face and I slowly stand up. I wipe the spit off my face and then kick him in the face. He falls back and coughs up blood. How are you going to kill them all together? It's 8 of them against 2 of you. I tilt my head to the side. 2? Oh, you're counting Bunny. The only thing Bunny did was dance on you and that persuaded your dumbass to follow some stranger alone. Bunny doesn't really count in this. She's not a killer like me just yet. He slowly sits up. I may have put some type of drug in all of their drinks. Since you all do drugs, the police will only see it as a drug overdose. Not only that, but they're also going to see who you people really are and not really care that you all are dead. Although your body is going to be missing from the equation. Why are you killing me like this? Why not kill me like the others? I cross my arms, because someone paid me extra to kill you differently from the rest and of course I took the money. I enjoy killing and I haven't killed anyone in the past 2 weeks, so I'm going to make this killing special. I look at Bunny and she is staring at us with an emotionless face. Aren't you going to scream and beg me not to kill him? She looks at me. What's the point? You're going to kill him no matter what I do. Me saying anything will not save him. I laugh at her. You're getting the hang of all this, Bunny. Soon you will be standing right beside me, standing over someone just like I am now. She rolls her eyes and looks back at the man. You're not going to get out of this alive, so hang on for a little bit longer and it will be all over. He looks at Bunny as if she was crazy and I laugh at his reaction. Bunny's giving you some advice. That's so nice of her, isn't it? The man looks at me. Your son hired me. He looks at me with shock-filled eyes and then shakes his head. No, you're lying. Why would my own son want to kill me? I shrug my shoulders. I actually asked him the same thing. I usually don't care, but I guess Bunny is rubbing off on me. I look at Bunny and she is looking around. Your son wants you dead because of what you did when he was 10. The man sucks in a sharp breath and then slowly scoot away from me. What did you do? He didn't tell me, he told me to ask you. I was drunk back then. I didn't mean to. Let me talk to my son. I shake my head and laugh. That's something I will not do, and plus he doesn't even want to talk to you. He kicks at me and I step back. You're pretty rowdy. Tell me what you did and I'll think about not killing you. He lays down and spits out blood. Why should I even believe you? I clap my hands. That's a good question. You shouldn't. I shoot him in his other foot and he screams, tell me what you did. I roll my eyes at his heavy breathing. Do you want me to shoot you again? He looks at me and then let out a painful groan. I killed his mother. I raise my eyebrow. Your wife? He shakes his head. She wasn't my wife, but I loved her. I tilt my head to the side. I met his mother when he was 5. I had just got out of a bad marriage and she was the first person to make me smile since me and my ex-wife split. We started dating months after my split, but I never asked her to marry me because I wasn't ready. I roll my eyes, skip the sob story. Why did you kill her? He coughs up blood and looks over at Bunny and see her watching us. She kept bugging me about marriage and I told her I wasn't ready. We got into this big argument and I left. I come back the same night drunk as hell. She starts yelling at me for coming home drunk and I just snapped. I start laughing. How did you kill her? You hit her with a lamp or did you strangle her? He looks at me with tears in his eyes. I strangled her. He cries out and I pull out my phone. Thank you for the confession. I just sent it to your son. He wanted to hear you say it. He looks at me with wide eyes. Everything you own will go to your son. You put it in your will as a way to make up for killing his mother. Although, I don't think anything can make up for killing someone's loved one. I put my phone back in my pocket. Please don't kill me. I'll do anything. Please. I shake my head. If only if I didn't want to kill you then maybe you could have done something for me, but I really like killing so no. I look around the building. Let's see if I can find something. I don't want to use a gun, that's too boring. I have to make this kill special. The man starts crying. Please. Let me talk to my son. I ignore his cries as I continue to look for something to kill him with. All of a sudden the man stops crying and Bunny screams. I turn around and see the man with a bullet in his head. A man walks in. The police are on their way. I raise my eyebrow and look at him. Who the hell are you? You just killed my target. He grabs Bunny's arm and walks up to me. Follow me unless you want to go to prison. I follow behind him and Bunny and I pull out my phone and send a picture of him to Cade. We walk out of the building and head towards some woods. Bunny trips over a branch and the man look at her. Why doesn't she have on any shoes? He whispers yell and I just look at Bunny. He picks her up and carries her on his back. I get a message from Cade and I read it. K, share your location now. Z, you know him. I do what he says and look behind me. I thought you said the police were coming. I don't hear any sirens. My phone goes off again. K, go along with him until I get there. Where's the woman? Z, she's on his back. He's carrying her. Are you going to tell me what's going on? They were going to try to sneak up on you. I look at his back and Bunny looks at me. I wink at her and she turns around. I let out a laugh. What's so funny? I shrug my shoulders, just wondering how you know who I am. How did you know where I'll be? He stops walking and then looks around. I've actually been watching you. I raise my eyebrow. Really? Why? He puts Bunny down and she whimpers. I look down and see that she is standing in a mud puddle. I look around and notice a branch big and strong enough to hold somebody. I pick Bunny up and then sit her on the branch. Now stop your whimpering. You sound like a dog. He looks at Bunny. Why doesn't she has on any shoes? Why does he also only have on a robe? I look at him. Makes it easier for me to fuck her. Leaving a Bunny alone. Who are you? He crosses his arms. Just someone who helped you from getting caught. I shake my head. You're lying. He raises his eyebrow. What makes you think I'm lying? I look up at the sky and then back at him. Why would the cops be following me? They know nothing about me. He laughs. The guy I killed friend said something to them. I walk up to him. I killed all of that guy's friends. All of a sudden he pulls out a knife and swings it at me. I dodge it and he swings again. I grab him by the wrist and hit his hand against the tree. He drops the knife and I catch it midair. I push him against the tree and step back. He pulls out another knife and I laugh. Now this will be fun. He rushes towards me and I move out of the way and kick him in the back. He turns back around and laughs. He throws the knife and then rushes towards me. He throws punches at me and I block each hit. He punches me in the lip and I kick him back. I lick my lip and I taste blood. I throw the knife to the ground and launch at him. Might as well make this a fistfight, I say as I rush towards him. I slide between his legs and grab his ankles at the same time. He falls face first to the ground. Before I can even stomp on his face, he rolls out of the way and sweeps my leg. We both stand up and throw punches at each other. Some connecting, some not. All of a sudden he throws dirt in my face and tackles me to the ground. I cover my face and he laughs, "You don't look like you're having fun now." I bring my leg up and wrap it around his neck and force him down. I elbow him in the stomach and then hold him in an armbar submission hold. "Zayden. That's enough." Not looking towards the voice, I laugh and shake my head, "Nope, I'm still having my fun." The man lifts me up and slams me back to the ground. I let him go and roll backward. I look up at him and see that Cade has a gun to his head. "One move and you're dead, Jaslyn." Zayden POV. "One move and you're dead." I stand up and wipe my lip as I look at Cade. I taste blood and spit it out. Kane comes from behind Cade and looks at me up and down. "You didn't get your ass beat?" I ignore his question and he laughs, "Are you going to tell me what's going on?" The man laughs, "How's life been for you, Cade? How's Jasmine? She's still chasing after you like a horny dog?" I raise my eyebrow and Kane looks at him. "So you're the guy that pissed off Cade while he was in high school? What have you been up to, Devin?" I look at the man I now know as Devin. "Who is he to you too?" Cade looks at me, "Someone who was a nuisance while I was in high school." "What the hell are you doing here, Devin?" Kane looks behind us. "Why are you in a tree?" He asks Bunny and she points at me. She was whining about standing in some mud, so I put her up there. He shakes his head and looks back at Devin. "What do you want with Zayden?" Devin looks at me and then at Cade. "It's nice seeing you again, Cade." Cade clicks his gun and I lean against the tree beside Bunny. This is getting good. Kane holds his hand up. "Cade, don't." Cade looks at Kane and rolls his eyes. "I'll talk, but can we go somewhere more comfortable? The woods is not the best place for me. Plus seeing that woman dressed like that is making it harder for me to concentrate." Cade pushes the gun to Devin's temple. "You talk here." Devin sits down on the ground and sigh, "Whatever you say." He looks up at me. "I was hired and they gave me your current location." I raise my eyebrow. "Current location?" He nods his head. "Yes. Meaning I don't know where you live and the only thing I know about you is your name. I don't even know your last name." Kane crosses his arms. "Who hired you?" He points at me and laughs. He knows. Kane and Cade looks at me and I suck my teeth. "Doesn't she have a life?" "Who is she?" I look at Cade and sigh. "My sister." "Your sister? I thought you didn't know where your sister was." Kane says as he looks at me with confusion in his eyes. "I don't know where she is, but she knows where I am." Cade lets out a long sigh. "We can finish this back at your house." Next thing I know, Cade shoots Devin in the foot and Bunny screams. Devin screams in agony, "What the fuck? Why did you shoot me?" Cade puts his gun up and helps Devin up, "So you don't run." Kane walks up to me and outstretches his arms towards Bunny. "Come on, I'll carry you." Bunny looks at me and then at Kane. "I'm not going to hurt you. Trust me." He helps her down and then put her on his back. 2 hours later we are at a hotel in a suite. "Go take a shower, we're not going to talk while you're muddy." Kane pushes me towards the bathroom and Devin scoffs, "Can I take a shower? I would like to talk while I'm clean rather than muddy." Cade throws him a towel and point towards the kitchen sink. "Go clean yourself then. No one's stopping you." I laugh at Cade and Bunny walks past me. "Taking a shower with me?" She ignores me and starts the shower. She takes off her robe and I notice that Kane got her some clothes instead of a robe. She gets in the shower and I take my clothes off and get in with her. I let out a low groan. This shower is actually feeling good. Bunny washes herself up and I look at her up and down. I wash myself up and then push her against the shower wall. She keeps her eyes on my chest and I lift her head up. Just looking at your body makes me hard. We hear a bang on the door. Hurry the hell up. Bunny gets out and then turn the water to cold. I get under the water to calm myself down and then go out in the living room with everybody. Start talking. Kane says as he sits down at the bar. I let out a long sigh. Her name is Jaslyn and she is my twin sister. Kate scoffs, I thought you said you didn't know where she is. I nod my head, I don't, but ever since she ran away I know she's been keeping tabs on me. Kane crosses his arms, and how do you know that? I sit back on the sofa, because I'm the only person she's got. Kate looks at me, why did she run away? I look at the bunny, because she got raped by the same guy that tried to rape Bunny. Also the very next day I killed someone in front of her, so yeah. Kane drops his head, you're really a psycho. I smile at him, thank you. I don't even try. He rolls his eyes and Kate stands up, why would your sister hire someone to come after you? Not only does she hire some random person, but someone I dealt with in the past. I look at Devin, now tell us the rest of the story. Devin clears his throat, I wasn't hired to kill him, but to just get in an altercation with him. She told me not to hurt you too bad, although she didn't warn me that you can fight. Kate shows Devin a little smirk, you can fight now. Last time you couldn't do anything, but get your ass beat. Devin gives him the middle finger. Jaslyn knows about Black Dragon, she knows about you wanting me to join you guys, she's really smart, so I'm not surprised that she found Devin and paid him to do what he did. Kane stands up, is she good? Bad? Someone we can trust or not? I raise my eyebrow and Kane drops his head and sigh, why am I even asking you? Your judgment on people is probably horrible. I stand up and walk to the kitchen, I haven't spoken to her or seen her in 6 years, so I don't know what she is. She might want to kill me, but is waiting for the perfect time. Who knows what she's thinking? I look in the refrigerator and pull out an orange. I start peeling and I look at Devin, what are you going to do with him? Kate clears his throat, he'll be unconscious in a few seconds. I slipped something in his drink. Devin's eyes widen and I laugh, nighty night. He falls to the floor with a thud, we're going to have him dropped off in a different state. Kane says. Or a different country. Kate shrugs his shoulders and Kane shakes his head, we're not going to do that, but we can drop him off in the middle of nowhere to make you feel better. Kate nods his head, I'll take that. I put a piece of orange in my mouth and look out the window, I think Jaslyn know I'm looking for Bunny's bullies. Although we know where the third one is, I still don't know where to find the last one. Checked Devin's pockets. Kate digs in his pockets and pulls out a folded piece of paper, he wasn't even going to give us this. Kate kicks Devin's limp body and then hands me the piece of paper. I unfold the paper and smile, I found my sister and Bunny's fourth bully. Kane walks up to me, she's in Greece. Kane groans, can we for once stay in our own country when handling business? I clap my hands, I'm excited. This will be fun. I look towards Bunny and see her staring at a wall. I look back at Kane and Cade, she's going to be like me before we go to Greece. They both look at Bunny and then at me, we're leaving for Oklahoma the day after tomorrow, so be ready Cade. Jaslyn POV. You are always on that damn laptop. I hear Autumn say as I watch Zayden pack his bags. I can tell Zayden doesn't care for the woman that is with him. All of a sudden Zayden stops what he's doing and stares towards the camera I secretly hid in his house years ago. I switch to the other cameras and notice that they've all been destroyed. I go back to the camera that is in Zayden's room and flinch to see that he is inches away from the camera. Can't wait to see you Jaslyn. He drops the camera to the floor and then steps on it. He just destroyed my last camera. Are you really trying to kill your own brother for my husband? What the hell did Zayden do to you? I look at Autumn and sigh, that's none of your business. Do you know how long we're going to be in Greece? She shrugs her shoulders, I was told for a few months. Why? I look out the window and take in the view, you'll understand what I'm doing sooner or later, hopefully, sooner than later. She laughs as she pours herself a glass of wine. Yeah, I really want to know why you want to kill your Fina ass brother. I roll my eyes, I knew you still wanted him. I bet you money if he ever shows up you will go to him with no hesitation. She rolls her eyes and takes a sip of her wine. How come you didn't go to our high school? I look at her, I did for a little bit, but no one noticed me. She hums in response and then smiles, one of my friends had hit me up and told me about a girl we used to bully. You're smiling about bullying somebody. That's just awful. She shakes her head, no, I'm smiling about my friend. I do regret bullying this girl though. I was young and stupid. But she wasn't just getting bullied by me. It was me and 3 of my other friends. We used to bully her every day. I was the main person because of your brother. I raise my eyebrow, my brother? What did my brother do? She looks at me and then sips her wine again, I'll tell you when you tell me why you want your brother dead. I roll my eyes and she laughs, I don't want to know anymore. She pours me a glass of wine and then hands it to me, you'll tell me your secret and I'll tell you mine when we're both ready to talk about them, the Harley Quinn to my Joker. Lyric POV. We are on a private jet on our way to Oklahoma. I am sitting down waiting for the jet to take off when all of a sudden Zayden drops some clothes on top of me. I look at the clothes and notice that it's an outfit. Kane said you have to wear clothes or all the attention will be on us. You might even attract the police if you're just walking around in a robe. I stand up and take my robe off. Zayden wraps his arms around my naked waist and groans, I can never get tired of your body. I look past him and see Kate on his phone with AirPods in his ears. Zayden pushes me towards the bed in the back of the jet. He takes his pants off and grinds against me. I push back on him and he groans. I feel his hard dick against my ass and I crawl on the bed. I hear him laugh as I lay my head on the bed and leave my butt in the air, this is new. I stay quiet as he gets on the bed behind me. I moan when he slowly comes inside me. You really do enjoy me fucking you. He moves his hips and I moan louder, more. He laughs and then slaps my ass, since this is something new, I'm going to fuck you just like you want me to. I bite my lip and he leans down on me and sucks on my ear, fuck, you just tighten around. He sits back up and pounds inside me. I let out a scream and I meet his hips movements, harder. He turns me on my back and sucks on my neck. I throw my head back and put my nails in his back. He fucks me harder like I ask and I scream in ecstasy. He rubs my clit and I feel my legs shake. I try to move his hand off my clit, but he hits my hand away, nope, move your hands. I roll my eyes to the back of my head as I feel myself orgasm. He pulls out and comes all over my stomach. I was not expecting to finish that fast. Damn, your pussy is so fucking good. He put 2 fingers in me and I shiver and close my legs. He laughs at me and I pull the blanket over my body. I close my eyes and sleep take over me. Hours later I am being woken up by Cade, get dressed, we're here. I look at him and let out a low groan. I look at my stomach and feel dry come on me. Zayden comes in and looks at me. We're going to a strip club. So all you're going to wear is this coat with your robe under it. I roll my eyes and go to the bathroom. I clean myself up and put the coat on. We get off the jet and Cade looks back at us, we're going to the strip club, so I can go get Jasmine. Cade puts his hand on my lower back and Zayden laughs, your lady will get upset if she sees you touching another woman. Cade looks back at Zayden, or will you be the one upset? We get in an SUV and head to the strip club. I look out the window and I play with my wrist. Jasmine is actually friends with one of the bullies you're looking for. I look at Cade, why are you okay with him killing people for fun? He looks at me, Kane kills for fun. If I don't care about Kane killing for fun, why should care about Psycho? I pull out my collar. You're also okay with him kidnapping me and raping me? Raping you? It seems like you like it. When we were on the plane, it seems like you gave him your consent. Zayden laughs. Yep, Bunny likes when I fuck her now. I reach for the door and Cade puts his hand on top of mine. Don't do anything stupid. He moves my hand away from the door and looks out the window. No matter how you look at it, you're not the good people. Cade laughs. Who said we're good? An hour later, we are in front of a strip club. Thankfully, we're here before it gets too crowded. Cade says as we get out of the car. I look around and see people walking in. We walk in and the first thing I see is a tall pole. Follow me. Cade POV. Take your coat off. Zayden says to Lyric. He snatches her coat off and she fixes her robe. We sit down and Zayden pulls Lyric in his lap. When is your woman coming out? I want to know what she looks like. A woman comes out with a mask and a coat that stops at her ankles. The music starts playing and the woman throws off her coat. My eyes land on her lower stomach and I smile. I'm guessing that's her. I hear Zayden say. I watch as Jasmine walks around the pole. Men throw money at her and cheer. She climbs on the pole and then hangs upside down. I stand up and walk onto the stage. She pulls herself up and looks at me through her mask. Her eyes widen when she realizes it's me. Our game been over. It's been longer than 3 years. I feel someone hit my leg. Get off the stage. I look at the man and then back at Jasmine. All that matters is that I found you. She continues to dance. I don't care that you found me. I'm not going with you, so you can leave. I pull her off the pole and wrap my right arm around her waist. You really think I'm going to leave without taking what's mine? She tilts her head to the side. Yours? Someone hits my leg and I look back at the man from before. Get off the damn stage. You're in the wa. The man is cut off by Zayden holding a knife to his neck. It's very rude of you to be interrupting a moment in front of you. Do you want me to silence you the messy way or do you want to silence yourself? The man closes his mouth and visibly swallows. He sits down in his seat and I look back at Jasmine. Stop being stubborn. She rolls her eyes and I crash my lips to hers. She moans into the kiss and I smirk at her reaction. I lick her bottom lip and then pull away. Don't start doing that again. I raise my eyebrow. Doing what? I ask her teasingly. She pouts, barely kissing me. I want all of it. I take her mask off. Come with me and you can have all of it. She nods her head and I jump off the stage. I help her down and we walk to the back. Who's this woman? What's your name? My name is Jasmine. I pull Jasmine close to me. You want to know some woman's name while I'm standing in front of you after 3.5 years. I lick her ear and she shivers. She leads us to her dressing room. I sit down on the sofa and she straddles me. She crashes her lips to mine and I smile. She grinds her hips against me and moans, "Hey Cade." She whispers against my lips, "Hey Jasmine." She bites her lip and I cup her face. I actually missed your annoying ass. She laughs, and I definitely missed your emotionless ass. She grabs my hand and put it on her pussy. I want you now. She moans into my ear. I rub her and she throws her head back. I pull my hand away and she glares at me. You are not going to leave me hot and bothered like you used to. That's not fair at all. I put my hands on her ass. We can go back to your place once we finish here. I need a favor from you. She crosses her arms. What is it? Where is Paisley Becker? She looks at me and then at Zayden. Oh my god. A fine white man and a sexy black woman. What are your names? I grab Jasmine's face and force her to look at me. I'm Zayden and this is Bunny. Jasmine looks at Lyric and smiles. That is so cute. He calls you Bunny. I smack Jasmine's ass and she screams, ow. What the hell? Answer the question. She shivers at my voice and then grinds against me. She's backstage. That bitch performs right after me. Why? You know her? I shake my head and Zayden answers her, she was Bunny old bully and we're going to pay her visit. Jasmine looks at Zayden, I can't stand her. She always gets mad when her clients come to me. It's not my fault that they get tired of a fake tittied bitch. I laugh at Jasmine, who the hell is Paisley to be bullying somebody? She's ugly. Do you want me to beat her ass for you, Bunny? Lyric eyes widen and Zayden tilts his head to the side, Bunny? Zayden questions her and Jasmine nods her head, I like the nickname you gave her so I'm going call her that. Zayden shakes his head, not aloud. Jasmine rolls her eyes, it's not up to you, but to Bunny. Anyway, Bunny, do you want me to beat Paisley's ass for you? Zayden stands in front of Lyric, I'm the only one who calls her Bunny. Call her something else for all I care. Jasmine shakes her head, no, I like Bunny, so I'm going to call her Bunny. I roll my eyes at the fact that the two most childish people are arguing over a nickname. All of a sudden Jasmine's manager, George, walks in, what the hell Jasmine? Where the hell did you go? How can you just leave in the middle of a perf? His eyes widen when he sees me, Mr. Knight, what are you doing here? I'm here to take Jasmine back with me. Give her her last check. He nods his head, okay, but we need someone to dance in her place. We're short of dancers. Bunny can feel in. Zayden pulls Lyric in front of him and opens her robe. Look at her body. It's perfect and she can also dance. Jasmine and George's eyes widen when they see Lyric's exposed body. George clears his throat, okay. Jasmine, can you help her into something? Jasmine gets off of me and she laughs when I try to fix my hard-on, we can leave once I get her ready. They all walk out leaving me and Zayden behind. I look at Zayden, do always have to expose Lyric like that? He shrugs his shoulders, yeah, it's fun. Plus she doesn't do anything. She doesn't cry or fight. Meaning she's almost broken. He rolls his eyes, I feel like she might end up crazier than you. He arches his eyebrow, really? I nod my head, she's been through a lot. She might not be the Bonnie to your Clyde. He laughs, I don't want anything like Bonnie and Clyde. Maybe she can be the Harley Quinn to my Joker. They're both crazy as hell, right? Bonnie and Clyde only killed to save themselves from getting caught. They killed officers and maybe some bystanders. Now, Joker and Harley did not give damn. I look at my phone, you're more psycho than Joker. Let's see how Lyric turns out. He hums in response, Bunny will be killing with a smile on her face just like me. That's my goal for her and I will not stop at nothing until she is at that goal. 10 minutes later, Jasmine and Lyric walk back in. Jasmine walks towards me and bends down in front of me. She gives me a kiss and then quickly pull away. Do you want more? She bites her lip and smile. I pull her back down to my level and crash my lips to her. She moans in the kiss and I pull away and smirk at her. I wanted more and I got it. I stand up and wrap my arms around her while her back is on my front. Bunny looks so cute in her new outfit. I hear Zayden groan and look at him. He pulls Lyric to him and whispers in her ear. Jasmine claps her hands, we're going to watch Bunny dance before we leave. I look at Jasmine, we are. She nods her head, after her dance, we can go back to my house and fuck like there's no tomorrow, special place. Zayden POV. I look over at Cade and see him and Jasmine sucking each other faces off. Jasmine pulls away from Cade and looks at Bunny. I need to take Bunny to the entrance of the stage. I glare at Jasmine, call her something else. She winks at me and take Bunny by the hand and walk out. I follow Cade to the front. Can you tell your woman to call Bunny something else? I'm the only one who can call Bunny Bunny. He looks back at me with a playful smirk on his face, nope. She does what she wants unless I don't want her doing it. Ever since we found your woman you have been playfully smirking and laughing a lot lately. He hums in response, really? I don't think anything has been different. I roll my eyes and he laughs, let's go watch your bunny dance so I can go home and fuck like there's no tomorrow. We go to the front of the stage and sit down. A few minutes later Jasmine comes from the back and sits on Cade's lap. Seconds later music starts playing. Tonight we will have a guest dancer. Give it up for Bunny. I look at Jasmine and she laughs, I wish I was recording. Do you see your face? I'm definitely going to get you back for this. She winks at me and I look at Cade who is watching Bunny walk down the stage. Bunny walks up to the pole and starts dancing. She walks around the pool and men cheer, Bunny you are so sexy. A man yells and I glare at Jasmine. She starts laughing at me and she throws a few bills on the stage, Bunny. Sexy woman. Bunny climbs the pole and hangs upside down. She looks at me and I wink at her. She spins down the pole and crawls on the floor. She opens her legs with her eyes still on me and I feel myself get hard. I look over at Jasmine, how long is this performance? She shrugs her shoulders, I have no idea. Why? I look back at Bunny and she walks off the stage and starts dancing on some random man. Is that Lyric Dime? I look behind me and see a woman standing near our table. Jasmine rolls her eyes and I smile, you must be Paisley Becker. She looks at me, what's your name? She bends down and rubs my arm, Zayden. I actually came to see you dance. She walks around me and then straddles me. I see that your friend is already excited. I look past her and see Bunny looking at us. Paisley starts dancing on me and Jasmine rolls her eyes, how do you know Bunny? I ask her, we used to go to high school together. Who would have thought she would end up here? What about you? You're talking like you know her. From the corner of my eye I see Jasmine glaring at us, I do know her. Bunny came here with me. She looks at me, really? How did someone like Lyric get a fine sexy man like yourself? I look back over at Bunny and she is back on the pole. The music turns off and Bunny walks to the back. Paisley gets off of me, I'm next. Watch me dance. I smile at her, of course. She walks to the back and I look over at Cade and Jasmine. I notice that Cade has his hand in between Jasmine's legs. I hit Jasmine on the back of the head and her mouth drops, you can go home now. I walk away and she tries to come after me but Cade holds her back, asshole. I walk to the back and see Bunny wrapping a robe around her. She looks up at me and I push her against the wall, you made my dick so hard. I squeeze her ass and someone clears their throat. So she's your girlfriend? Paisley asks as she looks at Bunny, no, she's my pet. Lyric you're into this kind of thing. Paisley walks up to us and smiles, Lyric I'm sorry for what I did to you in the past. I was just young and stupid. I didn't want to do any of that but Autumn always forced me. Her eyes widen, you said your name is Zayden? I nod my head, your last name is Thompson, right? I nod my head again and her eyes widen, how the hell did you end up with him? She looks at Bunny and I laugh. You don't seem to remember yourself. I arch my eyebrow at her, remember what? She scoffs, are you serious? Where was the first place you met Lyric? I laugh, I met Bunny at her job. She shakes her head, you're so serious. I'm not going to be in this so if you want to know what I'm talking about call Autumn. She walks away and a guard comes up to me, you're not allowed back here. I look at the guard, really? I've been back here twice and now you want to say I'm not allowed. I'm staying, I'm waiting on Paisley when she's done. Before the guard can say anything the manager stops him, he is with Cade Knight. Leave him alone. The guard walks away from me and I laugh. I look back at Bunny, why do you have to do this? I see tears in her eyes and I laugh, no need to cry. She wipes her tears and walks past me. I follow behind her and sit down. Paisley walks out onto the stage and men start cheering. She starts dancing and I start thinking about what she said earlier. I don't really remember much from my high school life. I decide to forget about it and watch Paisley dance. I look over at Bunny and see her staring at Paisley with a blank face. Paisley walks off the stage and comes towards me. I love the fact that all your bullies are attractive to me. I say to Bunny and she watches as Paisley dances on me. She nibbles on my ear. I can't believe you turned Lyric into your little pet. She turns around and grinds against me. She wanted this type of relationship. She hums in response, will your little pet mind if me and you go have some fun? I look at Bunny and she laughs. She actually likes to watch. She bends down in front of me and runs her hands up my legs. Since she likes to watch, how about we go to a special place and have some fun? I nod my head and she smiles, see you in a few minutes. We walk to the back and I bend down and whisper in Bunny's ear, you're going to do all of the work. She's on my kill list. Bunny looks at me, why is she on your list? She did nothing wrong. I tap her nose, you're wrong about that. We follow Paisley to her dressing room. Bunny sits down on the couch and I walk up behind Paisley. She turns around and wraps her arms around my neck, let me take a shower and then we can go to my special place. She kisses me on the lips and then walks to her bathroom. I walk over to Bunny and stand in front of her. She looks up at me and I smile down at her, how do you want to kill her? She looks away from me, I'm not doing anything. I'm going to tell her. She kicks me away and I stumble back. She runs towards the bathroom and I trip her. She falls to the floor and I laugh, Paisley. He's trying to kill you. I cover her mouth, one word and I will do more than just kill her in front of you. She bites my hand and then pushes me away. I grab her arm and pull her close to me, you want to die, right? How about I kill a kid instead of you? You'll be living with the guilt of having someone dead because of you. Paisley comes out of the bathroom with a towel wrapped around her, what are you two doing? I look at Paisley and smile, me and Bunny were just playing. Bunny pushes me away and I look at her, weren't we Bunny? Bunny looks at me and then slowly nods her head. Paisley laughs and drops her towel, let me get ready and then we can leave. I smile at Bunny and she looks at Paisley, so Lyric, you're really into this type of relationship? No. Paisley looks at me and then back at Bunny, then what are you doing with him? Bunny looks at me, a forced relationship. I give Bunny and a warning look and she looks at me, really Bunny? You love when I fuck you. It doesn't seem forced to me. Sometimes you even initiate it first. I walk over to Bunny and pull her face closer to mine, one more word and I will go find a kid. Paisley walks up to us, no need to start yet. Let's go. We follow her out and get in the car. She types in her GPS, it's a 3-hour drive. Lyric, are you sure you want to sit in the back? I look at Bunny through the rearview mirror and she is looking out the window. Bunny doesn't talk much. The most she talk is when I'm fucking her and she's screaming for me to fuck her harder. She puts her hand on my thigh and then on top of my dick, I'm ready for you to fuck me. I want to see how Lyric likes it. She puts her leg up and starts running her other hand up and down and her body. I want you now. Be patient. You'll get it soon. She starts rubbing herself and I look at Bunny. She is still looking out the window and I smile. You should smile, Bunny. We're about to have some fun tonight.